Hi and welcome, this is Gypsy Maggie Rose with your reading for today. I've been down with sinusitis and a mess of other stuff for a few days, darling, so you've been missing me. Okay, Capricorn. Now Capricorn, things look like it's hard going at the moment, but what you have to look into here, little ones, is are you making it hard going? Are you putting more into something than you should, or are you seeing more in something than you should? It's like, and then question why. Why are you making it so difficult? Is it just that it's this tunnel vision thing happening, that you can only see one direction? You know, it's time to sit back when you can and just give space for other ideas to come in and other things to come in. It's like you're just pushing everything uphill at the moment, darling. Stand back, have a listen to what others are saying. Doesn't mean you have to follow through. It means you just may pick up a tip or two, okay? Aquarius. Where are our beloved Aquarians? Yes, the idea is to be up front and leading the pack and doing the whole strut your stuff thing. Well, it's not possible right now, darling. It's possible to put in the groundwork. It's possible to see that this is the probable path where things are going, but it's at the moment, it's about being a little bit more flexible, that little bit more able to have different methods of getting to a point. At the moment, there's a feeling that you're only seeing one direction, one outcome, one way of getting there. There's more than one road, and it doesn't always have to be the front door. What they're saying right now is if it's not working in a head-on smash situation, hon, sneak around the back. You get what I'm saying? Good on you. Just sneak around the back, darling. Look at other avenues. Okay, Aries. Oh, goodness me, Aries. It's literally head down, bum up, and work away. It's dealing with the whole financial thing, getting it together, getting it back on balance. It's like, it could well be, hang on, she's not comfortable, the old girl. Now she is. It could well be one of those days where it's about just getting the bills paid, just going, yeah, here's all my money. It's in one hand, out the other. But it's also a good day to look for some, if you're looking for investments or looking for somewhere to place money to grow for you, a very good idea. And of course, if you haven't got money to place to grow, it's a good day to place other things that you need to grow, like plants and maybe a puppy. It's a very puppy day for some. Okay. Pardon me, I'm still a bit yuck. Pisces. Yes, you do need to stand back, and you do need to be on guard about certain situations, and you do need to just hold yourself that little bit aloof and not absolutely believe everything that falls out of somebody's mouth. It's like you've got to remember the past, you've got to remember how they reacted, how connections were in the past. There's someone around you who's never been 100% truthful, not ever, and you know that. So it's like, why would you buy this bunch of crap now, darling? It's about filtering. It's, yes, you want to believe the best, you want it to be all right, but it's someone else's bundle, and what you've got to do is look after yourself. Taurus. Taurus is about looking at what's happening around you. It's about looking at your dark side and your light side. And hun, not everything can be sweetness and light all the time. There's got to be some shadow. But the feeling is that this space, there's more shadow than light around you. So you have to do some constructive thinking as to where you need to be to make your life move forward. You know, sometimes we've all got to move into a dark space. It's about learning to deal and learning to look at value of what we've got and gratitude for what we've got, and then having that whole process move forward. And this is where you're at right now. It's a tough road for Taurus at the moment. Bulls don't like being panned or led by a ring in their nose, and there are situations at the moment where this is happening to the bulls. And I'd watch out, people around these Taurans, because these bulls are pawing the ground at the moment. They're aching for freedom. And Taurus, you deserve it. Okay? Now, Gemini. Oh, look out! Gemini, this is about the lovers. Now, for some, yes, it will be a connection with a physical, emotional thing. But for most Gemini at the moment, this is about learning to connect with the self, learning to be good to yourself, learning your own value and your own self-worth. It's about putting something back, but back into the self. Because if the self is depleted, then you cannot give to anyone else. But it's about learning a value and where you fit and how you can get this all together. It's about giving to you. And it's also about allowing. Many of us are very good at receiving, but we're good at giving, pardon me, but we're not real good at receiving. But on the other side of that, we're not good at giving to ourselves. So it's a two-way street where you're at right now, Gem. Learning to give to yourself and learning to receive what others give you. It's about being grateful for who you are. It's about counting your blessings, basically, looking at what you've got and going, yeah, wow. Okie dokie. Cancerians, well, you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't, so you might as well please yourself right now. There's a space here where it looks like you've been pulled in two directions and you've done everything you possibly can to balance this one and to balance this one and to keep the peace. Well, too bad, too sad. Time to do what works, and at the moment the whole situation is not working. It's like you're being pulled in two directions. It's like you're the meat in the sandwich, darling. So it's like, move on. Reevaluate where you stand and what works for you. Everything else can just fall into place later. But now it's about, look, this is where it needs to be. This is where, you've got to step on a few toes. Which either way you go, darling, you're gonna rub somebody's fur the wrong way. But sometimes you've got to do that so they take responsibility and balance of their own life. Okay, this is about you, Leo. Oh my goodness, a little bit of sadness, a little bit of heartache, a few tears around our Leos, but these feel like tears of regret. Could have, should have. Hindsight is a fantastic, amazing thing, and it's available to everyone, but it doesn't change a blessed thing. What is, and what was. It's just the way it is. Now it's time to regroup and to look at things with clarity and with honesty. Was there really anything you could have done differently? No. And you've got to understand, and this is going to sound strange, but guilt is an absolutely selfish emotion. It does nobody any good. It just allows the person to wallow in their own misery. Oh my goodness. Poor me. Get over it. Hello. And this is a time too when the past comes back. And Leos tend to wallow in past pain at this time. It's about let it go, darling. It's not serving you any purpose. And as sure as God is in heaven, it ain't serving anybody else's purpose. This is about releasing and enjoying and allowing yourself to enjoy. Allowing the fact that, yeah, you're human, you mess up. Big deal. Get used to it. Okay, I'll be back with second bit in a minute.